Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldrich. Special treat for our viewers this evening. The sports guy, Bill Simmons, is with us.
It's half of the special treat as Brent Barry is, but I'm going to do my best.
Brent Barry's pretty good,
He's really good at stuff. Yeah.
He reads you a lot.
Half a treat is better than the whole treat, right? I mean, come on.
Honored to be here.
Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. The Raptors off the tip. Here are the five for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guards in. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the four slot. And Monroe kicks to Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Ogden against Green. Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Monroe. And it's slammed in by Monroe.
Yeah, can't let Monroe get that free and roam around the basket at nearly 7 feet. Dunking's pretty much second nature.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. First quarter, just over a minute played. The shot from the low post is good. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be the number one.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused with.
Siakam passes to Leonard. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Ogden finds Lopez to the inside. Bledsoe lays it up and in off a pretty assist. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the game. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about him from one play and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get-out-of-my-way guy so when they get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Now, here's Green. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Monroe. Banked in off the glass. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree, but for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
You challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it.
Yeah. So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk. We did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, you know, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
And the Raptors with the ball after the missed 3 from Lopez. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. They get the rebound.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people. You know, they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Maybe kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years.
Well,
they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose. You know, but what's weird is
I think you'd be surprised more.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true. Yeah, I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, you know, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th? And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They don't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Monroe looking around. Passes it to Van Vliet. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Drills it from outside. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Raptors trail by 6. There's Siakam. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Toronto shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first free throw is good. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways of I'm getting to know you. What are the three things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were sports and pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Leonard on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight. And Bill, in talking about the connection between pop culture, sports, and basketball during your career, through it all, you've always been a writer, though, haven't you?
Always been a writer. Only if that was the only child of me. The thing is, though, I would have watched more basketball, but basketball wasn't on. I try to explain this to people, how lucky they are to be able to watch.
They can't believe these finals were tape delayed.
Well, but think about the day-to-day, right? Like Magic Johnson. I feel like I saw his whole career, but I really didn't. Like, his first couple years in LA, I think CBS was only showing like 6 or 7 regular season games.
Sunday afternoons.
In the playoffs, they would bump them off.
Yep.
USA, I think, got the contract in maybe 1982, but for the most part, like, I love George Gervin. I probably saw him play in person twice, and I saw him on TV maybe 10 times, 12 times. And now I can watch Giannis every day. And if Giannis dunks, I can see it on Twitter 5 minutes later, 5 seconds later. So, if people are that, I should appreciate it.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Bill, your long-lost cousin Ben Simmons headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017. And in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Hey, Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum. Do we count Simmons in that class, though? I guess
well, since he won the Rookie of the Year, let's put him in.
All right, we'll put him in there. I think if you come out of a year of rookies and you get one guy who has a chance to be a franchise guy, that's a good thing. We had 3. If you're doing 3 a year for 10 years, you have the most ridiculous league of all time. I think the talent ebbs and flows, and we've had stretches. Like, I think last decade, in the 2000s, especially like from about 03 to 07, 08, like, we were just short all-stars. We were just short a few guys, and you saw teams like the Nets with Jason Kidd made the finals 2 years in a row, and you saw the Ben Wallace Pistons team actually win the title.
With no superstar.
Right. And you saw, in 06, the Pistons, remember they were on pace to win 70 games, and they had 4 All-Stars? The league just wasn't that good, and now it's flipped, and it's so loaded. I think from a talent standpoint, as good as any year since 1993.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, which 25 years ago, we just loaded with guys who could be Hall of Famers someday, or 8-time All-Stars, things like that. So now you look at this 17 class, Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum, just right there. That's awesome. I still believe in Lonzo, and I still believe in De'Aaron Fox. I think those guys could be All-Stars too.
Now here's Wright, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's Van Vliet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Monroe. The rebound by Brogdon.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Wright kicks to Monroe. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Monroe. Takes it off the glass. Monroe's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Isles is checked in, and here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point lead. Phil, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right, did it?
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds it with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the number 1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get number 3 and number 1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
George Hill is a gear-shifting, versatile guard and has some size and a good perimeter defender with that length.
Raptors trail by 8. And Wright kicks to Monroe. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Monroe.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Antetokounmpo against Miles. Snell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The feed to Maker, stolen by Monroe. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Out of the Bucks, moving it up. Snell, that's good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
I mean, really, this is the evolution, the point-forward concept in full display here tonight as Giannis is becoming one of the more dominant versions of that.
Here's Van Vliet, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Seconds left to play in the first. Inside. Here's Monroe. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
A good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. Greg Monroe, regarded as one of the better big men in the NBA, but
I'm a player.
Professional mindset. Monroe is seasoned veteran, ready to go when his name is called.
challenging to accept a different or lesser role, but Monroe is approaching it like a true pro.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside, and we'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
They've got Hill, Baker out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Brown, and it's Snell, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, G League. Pretty powerful comment to me.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check. As
Sign
Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Back to Van Vliet. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Van Vliet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. DJ Wilson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Middleton subbed in for Tony Snell. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Toronto, trailing by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. There's Maker and the dunk by Maker.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's Wright. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Wright's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hill kicks to Maker. It's back to Hill. Kicks it out to Wilson. And Wright pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Miles atop the key. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Basket counts. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? You know you have an opinion on a lot of this.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what... I always thought the 86 Celtics were the best team, but the 86 Celtics were built... I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play. We're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net, and they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the 86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the 86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the 0-1 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out. Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did. and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
And it's Miles missing. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Middleton. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. There's the pass to Green. Here's Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Raptors need to get a shot from deep. Green, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Hill finds Middleton. Fades back. Another miss by Middleton.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Maker. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Sterling Brown. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Leonard, he's checked in for Toronto. Siakam kicks to Miles. Outside for Lowry. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bucks leading by 3. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not good. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Green. And the Raptors miss again.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Leonard. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Milwaukee's going 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. No good from Bledsoe.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
It's Miles on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Green taking his time here. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Miles outside. No good. Shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Raptors trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for DJ Wilson, and the Raptors also making a change. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Leonard kicks to Green, and the wide open shot from Miles. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball
penetrating. This is it to Brogdon. To the wing right side. Knocks it loose.
Wait a minute, man.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, he can be a tricky cover. The defense gets caught overreacting, and Green takes advantage.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Craig Monroe, he's checked in for C.J. Myers. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Stolen by Monroe. There's Van Vliet looking at his point production. He averages almost 11 points a game. Monroe, the pass to Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo against Green. Leonard trying to break free. Shots good by Green. Green's got 6 points.
Maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Bledsoe finds Lopez. They need this one. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Sterling Brown, he's checked in for the Bucks. Both good from the line that time.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Outside, Green. Pass to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Middleton. The epic
Oh, that's just still going.
Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second. Hey guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Akers checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. For the 3. And Maker sees it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. So he gets them both. And the Raptors with the ball. There's Van Vliet. Monroe outside. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Hill looking around. Now, Antetokounmpo. 15 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Brown kicks to Snell. And the rejection by Leonard. Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Brent, always cool, isn't it, to hear what Bill's thinking? He comes at things from a variety of angles.
Yeah, the pop culture stuff and the bits from personal life and his interaction around the game. He certainly has a passion for basketball, and it's great that Bill's adding some color to the audience's experience.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the basket is good. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's assists now in this one.
Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Toronto, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this one. The Raptors making a switch here. Lights checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Hill passes to Maker. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The drive by Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Hill. The pass to Leonard. Shoots from 12. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 5. And now let's catch. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third. Quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. What a game it has been for Greg Monroe. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it...
And that'll...
Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, I think big guys like to affect shots, but big guys love to send shots into the third row. That's an intimidating factor.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We got Kawhi Leonard. Green out there with Wright. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Siakam in at the 4.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Left side, Leonard. Over Middleton. And Middleton with the block.
The long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Raptors with the lead.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Here's Monroe. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's the Monroe comfort zone, a polished interior scorer. That's a high percentage shot for their offense.
Here's Bledsoe. Rebound by the Raptors. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 21 points in the game. Yep, that one goes.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Toronto leading by 3. In side. Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bledsoe's running. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's right with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 3-point lead. Siakam kicks to Monroe. Leonard. And Leonard stays with him. Leonard's got 15.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Bledsoe against Wright. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. Garrett Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. C.J. Miles comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeLon Wright. Toronto calls timeout. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Raptors leading by 3. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Bledsoe against Lowry. And Leonard has it in the corner. He kicks to Miles. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Miles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
A little awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Von Maker. And Brockton subbed in for Brown. And the Raptors also making a change. Anunoby's checked in. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Brook Lopez. And Greg with Kawhi. He started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Good on the bucket.
It is clear that Monroe wants the ball, and for good reason. He is getting it done.
Antetokounmpo against Myers. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Feeds it to Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket for Middleton.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
From deep, Miles. The rebound by Brockton. Brockton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going. That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Lowry kicks to Monroe. Here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Brockton. Anunoby, good.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Brockton. Antetokounmpo against Myers. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Tight defense on him. Offensive rebound. Passes to Brockton. to Antetokounmpo. Pocket 6. And he drops him the way up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lowry against Bledsoe. Launches it. Lowry can't get it to go. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Brogdon finds Lopez. Now, here's Brogdon. Tight defense on him. Here's Antetokounmpo, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Toronto calls timeout. Brent, last season the league
Boston
back on timeout. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There's also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop,
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one Red Panda.
No.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Monroe, and it's Monroe finishing it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Outside Lowry. To the paint. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Brogdon trying to get open. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Bledsoe.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
To the inside. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Shoots. No good from Bledsoe. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For 3, Brogdon. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Bledsoe against Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 12 in the game.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Brogdon inside the line. Lopez fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Van Vliet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Outside Hill. Pass to Brogdon. Off target with his 3. Toronto trailing. Lowry for 3. No good on that one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
has a great feel as to when he should shoot it. Most of the time, it's in rhythm and within the offense.
Anunoby kicks to Lowry. 1:30 left in the third quarter. And it's
Shit out of here.
That's pretty much all length from George Hill to get to that rejection.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Maker's checked in. Green is checked in for the Raptors. Wright comes in for Kyle Lowry. It's stolen by Hill. And there it is for him. Hill's got his third bucket of the night.
See him change speed that time in transition. When you do that, George Hill becomes very dangerous.
And Wright kicks to Leonard. Over Wilson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Maker's got his fourth rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
What?
Raptors trail by 6. Wright finds Leonard. Back to Wright. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Maker. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Ogden against Wright. Now the pass to Leonard. Over Wilson. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Milwaukee on top, up 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We don't need to be in a hurry to beat them. Let's just go with our defense. Keep moving it, keep playing.
Poised aggressiveness, guys. I think the message there from Mike Budenholzer, asking for energy, asking his guys to mount an attack.
Well, and all 5 guys need to be on the same page. You need to be active, yes, but you also really need to communicate with one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they got. We've got Malcolm Brogdon closing up there with Maker. That's George Hill. And it's Snell in at the 3. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. There's Van Vliet. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Wilson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 21 points for Leonard.
He's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive game.
Here's Brogdon. G right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Maker.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the left wing. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Right outside. Outside, Green. The 3 ball. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Brogdon kicks to Hill. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over Wilson. And it's Leonard missing. Bucks leading by 8. And here is Brogdon. Wilson. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard, the pass to Siakam. Back to Leonard. At the elbow. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Raptors call time here. Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the fourth quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but you know, Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter, good on you, Mike Conley.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Toronto's head coach had some words for his team during the break. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
And Rose checked in for C.J. Myers. Now here's Wright. Pass to Siakam. And Wright kicks to Siakam. Passes to Monroe. Shot clock at 6. A wide open look here for Wright. No good with the triple. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Playing with confidence becoming more crucial for Thon Maker at this stage of his career. Good job shooting off the pass.
Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Hill. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 14 points for George Hill.
And George Hill showing some confidence here tonight. When he's got room from deep to fire like that, he didn't think twice about that one.
Leonard inside. Right for 3. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got his 6th rebound on the night, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
The improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Siakam kicks to Monroe. Nobody near Leonard. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 27 points. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Thon Maker. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Sterling Brown. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. Brogdon against Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
And the Bucks with possession here. Takes the 13-footer, and Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Here's Green. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Middleton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard.
The fucking defense on that shit.
He's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Brogdon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Outside Leonard. Back to Lowry. Leonard trying to break free. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. Bledsoe outside. And the 3-ball is good. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Shooting off the pass, that means Bledsoe set himself early and was ready to let it fly.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Here's Leonard. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Leonard finds Monroe, and he's slammed in by Monroe.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Antetokounmpo passes to Brogdon. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe likes to get to the interior. That time, a good job getting near the bucket to score.
Outside, Green. Outside Lowry. Back to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Lowry against Bledsoe. The offensive rebound. Siakam kicks to Monroe. The baseline J off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And it's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. The pass to Siakam. This is to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Great D that time from Middleton.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Toronto calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Ogden against Green. Stolen by Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
This is a good sign for the offense, handing the ball off to Middleton, who right now has got it going.
Leonard against Middleton. Outside Leonard. Pass to Siakam. Back to Leonard. Over Middleton. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Milwaukee leading by 23.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so to boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That unselfishness was on full display here tonight. Did a great job of getting his teammates going.
Just 2 to shoot, and Leonard gets it to go.
Now, the inside part of Kawhi's game just so hard to stop. He's too physical and seems to be just locked in at times.
Pass to Lopez. Now, here's Brogdon. Covered by Monroe. Middleton outside. On deep. And it's Lowry with the rebound. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defense to stop. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Damn.